Hello, and welcome to episode 23 of The Good, The Dan, The Florida Man. With you, as always, your hosts.
I'm Ryan, I'm good, and we got...
Dan, I'm the Dan, and we got...
Ben, I'm the Florida Man.
Yeah!
We did it! We did it!
That was the most smooth opening we've ever had.
Oh my gosh. I'm a smooth
well, if you've
criminal.
never joined us, if you've never listened to our podcast before, welcome for the first time. I hope we say some things that'll make you want to come back next week. This week on the podcast, we'll be interviewing TikTok sensation and all-around just wonderful person, KallmeKris. So stick around for that. If this is your first time, you don't know who we are, hello. We are three stand-up comedians that got shut down as the world did, and we decided to turn our attentions to the world of podcasting, I suppose. I had a fever dream in which this name came to me, and I said, we should make this happen.
It was a wonderful text message.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're going to do this, we should call ourselves The Good, The Dan, The Florida
Dan and the Florida Man.
Born. And then it was born.
And here we are, 23 episodes later, we're still kicking it. But that doesn't mean we're done with stand-up. So, Ryan, do you have any shows coming up that they can see at?
Gosh, I do have shows that are coming up. Some of them are college shows, so if you want to see me, go to college. But in other news, yeah, I'm going to be at Lebanon Valley College on the 4th. I'm going to be with you guys in Milwaukee. Minneapolis.
Morris, Minnesota.
Morris,
do you want me to do that
Minnesota?
one? You can leave that. I'll do that one.
We're going to be in a place with people. I'm also going to be performing. I'm going to actually go to... New York Fashion Week. I'm just there. That'll be fun. And then gonna be coming back to.
Wait,
yeah.
are you just? What do you mean you're just there? Are you going to be sitting on the side?
I have a buddy who's gonna walk, and so I have experience walking runway, and so he was like, "Would you mind coming along and helping with this?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah."
I'm sorry. Can you say that phrase out loud again? You have experience what?
Walking runway.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you not know that? Yeah, I've done LA Fashion Week, Metropolitan Fashion Week.
I can't wait to see the Getty images of Ryan sitting on the side.
I do
staring
the
at
Getty
people.
images of me do exist. The guy who shot him, his name is Greg Daughtry, and he is so cool. He's one of my favorite
Was
photographers.
he a member of Daughtry the band?
I was gonna ask that if Dan didn't.
I do not believe so.
Is his name actually Chris?
Secretly. But yeah, so I'm going there. Then I go to Michigan, and then shows that are gonna happen is Charlotte. It goes Raleigh, Charlotte, then Nashville, and then I'm probably gonna go do 2 weddings, and I'm stoked about that. So if you see me at a wedding, you recognize me, come up and say hi. I just had that happen last weekend, and that was cool.
Are there no dates on any of these shows, or these are just
No,
things?
he's just gonna come to
My
Nashville.
website, youthpastorryan.com. It's the 14th, 15th, and 16th for those shows, and then I'm doing Naples, Florida on September 2nd through September 30th. Go check my website at youthpastorryan.com.
I think you need to check your website.
Nah, man, next time I'll write them down. I got a lot of shows coming up. If you live in Florida, Washington, D.C., or North Carolina, Tennessee area, come say hi.
Hello.
Anyway, Dan, what about you? That was chaotic.
Yes. I have stuff this week. It's all on a weekly basis, especially with stuff going in lockdown here. But I have one tomorrow. And then I am performing...
Well, this episode comes out on the 28th, so...
Yeah! Wow!
So probably can't
then I am
had
performing...
one last
I'm performing
week.
with this guy. I'm opening for this guy at Wise Guys on the 18th
What's his
of
name?
September, named Ben Brainard. It's just... I don't know who he is. I've heard he's a pretty good comedian. That's what I hear. I hear that
Nice.
from,
So,
the rumor mill.
I do want... It's on the 17th, actually.
Oh,
but-
17th. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Dan are terrible.
I
This is
show
why we
up
book
at
less
Wise Guys
shows.
Yeah, that's why I made a Google event and then invited you guys for the Minnesota show.
God, yeah.
to make sure we're like, oh yeah, that's happening this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's literally, I would not be to any of my shows if I didn't get updates from Expedia and Southwest. Like, genuinely, like that. Like, they're just like, hey, you're going. And it's like, oh, thank God.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You friggin' goobers, man.
Yeah.
Ben, what shows do you
So
have?
yeah, I have a lot of shows coming up. So in September, I've got 2 shows. On the 17th, I'll be in West Jordan, I believe. Is it West
Yes.
Jordan or Jordan Landing?
Jordan. Well, it's in West Jordan.
Both.
West Jordan Landing.
Okay, so West Jordan, Jordan Landing, Utah at Wise Guys. I'll be closing for Dan. And September 18th, the next day, I'll be filming a Dry Bar special in Provo, Utah at the Dry Bar Comedy Club or whatever. Yeah, it'll be fun. I have been practicing the set, and boy, are there a lot of curse words in it. And then in October, I've got a bunch of shows. So Ohio and the Carolinas, I'll be in October. 4, 5, 6, and 7, I'll be in Liberty, Dayton, Toledo, and Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bones. October 17th, I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Raleigh Improv. And then the 18th, 19th, and 20th, I'll be in Greenville, Charlotte, and Greensboro at the Comedy Zones. So come on out and check me out. Ohio, Utah, and the Carolinas. I'm trying to add a couple more shows before I get out there, but that's what we're looking at in September and October. And then,
Nice.
as Ryan tried so courageously to say earlier,
my brain is slow.
the podcast will be doing a show. We have a show coming up.
On this release.
Yeah, on today. So if you're listening to this
Today.
today at noon, you still have time to get there. We'll be in Morris, Minnesota at the University of Minnesota Morris doing a show at the college. It's free and open to the public, so come on out. If you're not around the area, get there. You have a few hours.
Drive.
With that
Make
being
the
said,
drive.
let's hop into this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today, we are interviewing a good friend and another famous TikToker friend of ours. She's got 3.3 million, or I'm sorry, no, that's not a point. She's got 33 million on TikTok. She's got 2.3 million on YouTube, 1.2 million on Instagram. You may know her as Janet or Katrina or Chad or Riley or Misha or Sergey or by her username KallmeKris. But without further ado, please welcome Chris.
Yay!
Thank you so much for joining us on the Dan, the Florida man. I know we wired the money to your agent to have you on, so I'm glad that it was given to you. It was my whole life savings, actually, just to get you on this podcast.
I know. I'm pretty pricey, so.
For those of you wondering, my whole life savings was 3 Hot Pockets.
Yeah, that's all I charge.
We're very excited to have you on here, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. But as you know, because I told you, we like to do story times on this podcast. So in the vein of that, do you have a story time of something like before you started TikTok? Do you have a story from work that you did as a regular, normal person?
So, yeah. I have lots. As I was telling you before, like I worked at a tanning salon for I'm sad to say it was for a couple of years. I made it seem like it wasn't for that long. And actually, after this event, I still worked there for a couple months, which I'm ashamed by. But anyway, one of the...
You made it sound like it was in total a couple months. So that just blows my mind. It's like, got it. Cool.
I mean, you could just claim it the same way that people claim the age of their children. It could be 2 years. You're like, it's only been 24 months.
Yeah,
okay?
So 4.5, not
we
that
can
much.
break that down to hours if you want. It's only been so many. I can't do that.
I had no pride back then. So, the day that I grew the most was when this older lady, I don't know, like in her 60s or whatever, came in.
Okay.
And regular day, she was kind of new. I hadn't met her before. I put her in the stall beside me to go tanning. And she was only in there for like 5 minutes or so, which is prevalent because she did a lot in those 5 minutes.
I'm very intrigued now.
She comes
like, okay, hold on. I'm just like, if I'm in a tanning booth, I guess, and I'm just like, oh, someone's like, I bet you can't do just a bunch of stuff in the next 5 minutes, and I'm looking around like, okay, what is my improvised weaponry here? What can I use to destroy?
She's just pulling wires and things like that, like a hot wire. Like
the light.
I like the idea of hot wiring a tanning bed.
Yeah.
We're putting this bad boy into 5,000. Like,
going.
takes away.
I wish
ramp
this
baby
is what happened.
You open the door, she goes, oh, I thought this was a rage room. I'm sorry.
So sorry. She takes the bat out of her purse. No. So she gets out, and she comes up, and she totally fine. I actually talked to her for probably 5 minutes talking about lotions. She wants I gave her some free samples, yada, yada, yada. I go in because you got to clean the tanning bed after you're done. And lo and behold, there was a long shart shit, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
no. Like an amount that you would take a picture of and send to your friend. You're like, that was impressive. Yeah.
Like a powerful movement.
And just the cherry on top was that she was nice and classy enough to pee in the trash can. So
wait.
At least that was in a bag.
No, we have to dissect the thought.
Yeah.
What is the thought process? See, she's like, okay, I'm sitting down, I'm comfortable, it's kind of warm. Oh, that's my bladder. Okay, it's fine. I'm an adult, full-grown woman.
Right?
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I think what happened.
Hold my pee.
No, I think she peed first. This is my thought. I think she peed first.
Okay.
Because usually, as a woman, now you guys have a little lesson. We usually pee first, shit second. Okay.
Well, women don't poop. That's
what we don't. We don't.
Yeah,
she was probably a man and just
got it from home.
So I think she peed and then she went in the bed and she's like, well, I might as well just let it go. Which is I know shit happens. But who has the audacity not to clean? There's towels in the room. Grab a towel, clean it up, tell me. But she just left and had a conversation with me.
That's the mind-blowing part.
The psychoticness of it.
Yeah.
When she came out of the booth and she was like, everything's fine. How is your day going?
Better have a chat.
Well.
Yeah.
I should leave.
How's your day? I ruined your day. But you know what? Let's have fun with this.
She goes, how's your day going? You're like, oh, it's going good. She's like, well, maybe it won't. Things can get worse.
Well, okay, so this is my thing. First of all, she didn't wipe. The fact that she's not rushing out of the stove and she's like, no, I have time for lotions. I have time to get a few extra things. Leave the place immediately.
Did you find a sock that she had to take off to wipe with?
No, nothing.
Oh, no.
The towels were clean and untouched. And
at least she had the common decency to not use your towels.
No.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, thank you. And I had to use them to clean it up. And I'm getting paid minimum wage.
Which is not enough to deal with old lady poop.
It's not enough. No, it's not. But the saving grace was that there is this client
I'm so glad
that
there's a silver lining here.
And she is a just a grade A biatch. And I had to put her in bed, and I only had one available, which was the one I just cleaned up.
Chris, no.
So I put her in the bed. And I put a note on her account saying, the first one, I put a note on the shit lady's account saying she shit the bed. If she comes back in, tell her she can't come in. And on the Karen's account, I was just I put her in the shit bed.
Oh my gosh.
The benefits of working at a tanning salon.
How long has it been since this has happened?
Long enough. It's been
the statute of limitations has gone.
It's 6 years ago. And it's got a new owner now. Nobody.
Yeah, so it didn't even happen. This is a made-up story. Yeah. You don't speak for the brand or the company.
No, I don't.
Never do that. Trust me on this one. Yeah.
I just want to picture the Karen, right? She gets into the bed and she's like, there's a strong smell, and then it just keeps baking and baking and baking. And the smell just gets more intense.
No! Because we only have this Windex thing.
So it's the lightest version. Yeah, it's 3% lemon.
It was good. Yeah, she was
my gosh.
Now I'm just thinking of that Lil Dicky line. They call me hot shit. I'm like a poop in a jacket. That so much better now. It's like they call me hot shit. I'm like a poop in a tanning bed.
So much worse. So much worse.
So much.
Oh my god.
Maybe she was doing it as a point of reference. She was like, I want to be this brown by the end of the day.
I want to be as brown as Justin Trudeau in the 90s.
Oh my gosh.
Scandal.
Scandalous brown. Those are the shades you have. As just like as a white person, white, off-white,
spray tan options.
dark tan, scandalous.
Yeah.
Just right before scandalous is I wouldn't do it.
Under that is canceled.
You're right.
Canceled from the internet and from life. You'll die.
Yeah, right.
We'll kill you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that was awful. Thank you.
That was the best awful. Gosh, that's shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Haunts me.
Oh,
Yes.
Ryan, I know for a fact you just said that's just and then side, but it very much sounded like you said that shit.
No, I don't know. That's
And I know you wouldn't because you've never uttered a curse in your life.
No,
Yeah,
my gosh,
right.
never. Look at this. Look at this soft face.
That's why you don't have facial hair. You get facial hair if you
When you
curse.
swear, that actually would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Explains why. Yeah. This is actually 4 weeks into growth. I'm doing great. No.
This is like 7 days.
I didn't need to know
I'm
that.
itchy.
I actually do shave more than people think, but people also think I'm 5'7", so like you never know. Like that's just I don't know. And I don't know, Chris. I don't know
You're
if you
an enigma.
knew my height, but I'm nearly 6'2", so I'm very much.
I knew it from a TikTok because you said that. But if I was to guess,
guess.
I would assume
Just
that
guess
you
us
were...
all. Why not? This is part of the interview.
Yeah. Okay. If I didn't have that information, I would guess that you're like 5'10". And then I would guess that Ben is like 5'9". And then I guess that Dad is 6'1".
Wow, hey, that's correct.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
What are you,
Dan.
Ben?
I'm 5'5".
Hey, okay. Well,
I just give off average person energy.
Yeah, I love that. How tall am I? How tall do you guys think I am?
5'3".
I think 5'8".
I'm going to say 5'10".
Ooh, I'm 5'7.5", almost 5'8".
Ooh, I'll say what's that game called? Yeah. Is it Price is Right? Yeah, Price is Right. Yeah.
Give him a prize.
You win a prize of
Feel good about myself.
Knowing you were right.
I don't know.
I'll
I'll give
do
you
that.
A
That's all I
Manscaped
need.
deodorant.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
Manscaped ball deodorant.
Wow, that's so specific.
Nice.
Yeah, we got sponsored by them recently. That's why that joke exists. That joke was literally brought to you by Manscaped.
Is that a product?
We got paid to make that.
Yeah, that's a
They
real
have ball
product.
deodorant. And
Wow,
Chris,
that's
it
really-
works on ladies too.
It do
know
be
that.
working on the ladies. Yeah.
Chris made the exact same face that everyone should make when we hear works on ladies too. The ball
Does
deodorant?
it?
Like that.
Yeah, it's like,
You just have to rub it in the place where you
Chris is
think
like-
the balls would be.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it works for ladies or
Wherever you think.
I think it's just
Yeah.
softer deodorant. That's what I think. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
things.
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna hard pivot from that conversation
Sorry.
onto the interview portion. Just the regular beginning of the interview question that we have to ask is for people that don't know who you are, how would you
Yes.
describe your content?
I do comedy skits with 30 characters that I have made up, and that's about it. That's a gist. So
Okay.
I've created this weird TV show universe on TikTok.
You have your
You've
own
created-
multiverse. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
the KMU,
Yes. Oh my God, I
Kansas
love that.
Methodist University.
Yeah. Love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh wait,
Wow.
no, it'd be the KCU,
I was like,
Yeah.
Kansas City University.
there you go. Yeah, you got the
Or
youth. It always
the
does sound like a
Chris
college.
Cinematic Universe, but whatever. That's still.
It's fine.
We get the joke, Ken.
So you have, right. So you have 30 characters. Are there any? That's so many. Are there any that are like your favorite? Are there any that are your least favorite? It is sometimes, I guess, just get into character and things like that. What like?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my favorites are, I have like 5 or 6 main ones. Like Janet and Riley were my first ones. That's like the wino, alcoholic, depressed mom and the, mischievous toddler. And then I have Katrina, who's, I don't know why I have so many alcoholic characters. She's a alcoholic Russian mom who takes no shit and is a badass. Low-key, I want to be her. And then she has a couple kids, Misha and Sergey, who are Olympic
Club at this
winning.
point.
Literally. And then Chad, your Cali guy. And then my least favorite are just the characters I have to get into the most costume for because I'm lazy.
Totally
understand that.
Yeah,
Ben gets that.
I put like full face black makeup, and like Walter, I need to put myself in a wig and like change into a Boy Scout costume.
Wigs are the worst.
They are itchy, and I always got to be outside for Walter and Scout leader.
Dan is fully judging us for how much we hate wigs right now. I can feel it.
No, okay, Dan,
I like hate wigs the most.
I like a good wig. I have cheap wigs. I get like $5 ones from Amazon for my characters. Like,
we love it. We love it.
The way you should, yeah. If you had spent like $200, oh man, I spent way too much money on an Elsa wig at one point because we were dressing up as like, I don't know why. That was, for some reason, my buddy lost bowling to his girlfriend. She was like, well, now I'm going to dress you up as Anna. And I was like, I won't let you go alone for this. And so there is definitely some of my older TikToks. You could see me dressed fully as Elsa. And so much going on there.
I would have offered to be Olaf, but I wouldn't have been Elsa.
Yeah.
I would have shown up naked.
Man, you saw the movie way different than I did. Yeah.
Wear clothes, Ryan.
Yeah, but I don't remember him having his carrot out.
Absolutely does have his carrot out.
He just has 2 rocks taped like
Yeah. Oh my gosh. If I hear I've been impaled, I'm just going to start running away. Like that's...
Oops, I've been impaled. So, I have a question. This is more for the voice part of it, because you do different voices for all of your characters. Do you have triggers for the characters to get into the voices? I guess triggers is the word for it. The thing that the word or phrase you say to get into the voice.
Get into it. Pretty much all of them. Most of them are just saying their own names, but then with Riley, it's saying Ote because I do like the voice crack with that, and like Chad is just like Chad's easy to do. So a lot of them are just second nature to me now, so I don't have to do them anymore. But like with Katrina, I'd have to like say Katrina before I start like speaking in the Russian accent, right? Yeah. And like with other ones like Ote, like I have to say that before I get into it. But I have trigger words for all of them.
Voice acting is weird like that, because if you're doing an accent, a lot of times it starts by just like hearing or doing someone else's voice. You hear like a word or phrase that they do all the time. Yeah. And then you're just like, you have to practice that like word or phrase. Like I can't do Mickey Mouse unless I say, oh boy. But once I say, oh boy, I'm here.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. It's like you're doing impressions or whatever too. I have to listen to them first.
Okay, and this is another question. You've already answered that one. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. But you're from Canada, correct? You live in Canada.
Yes, I'm from the Canadias. Yes.
Okay. So this is just a question as a Canadian. Would you rather give up the word sorry or give up maple syrup?
Oh. You get like
this is a very serious interview question.
If you say sorry, like what happens?
You die. You die immediately if you say sorry, or if you drink maple syrup.
That's actually really hard. I would die either way. I would just die. I would simply die.
I would opt out. Yeah.
I would unalive myself.
Yeah.
How would you say it? Would you drink maple syrup or would you say sorry? How would you do it? Because now you have options.
Yeah, I would say sorry. It's like just a thing. Like you can't, you say it so much here. So
you'd take a sip of maple syrup and go, I'm so sorry.
Both are done. Just no.
Going out like a real Canadian. Exactly.
Yeah, right. That would actually be the most Canadian way to go out. Like we've never been more proud of her. Like,
rambled by a moose.
Yeah.
Tombstone just says the way that we all want to go out.
Exactly.
She died as we all lived. Yes. No further information.
No, don't need it.
Okay, back to characters and voices. Do you, because you started out with 2, and now you've got 30. So do you have sort of a process for adding new characters and new voices?
No.
I love that so much.
I go about my life and I'm just like, oh, that could be funny. And then I write it on a Post-it note and then I do it the next day.
I imagine your house is just full of just sticky notes everywhere.
Yeah, I got them everywhere. They're just literally. But it's hard because I run it kind of like a Family Guy style, where I have like my main characters, and then once every 10 episodes I bring in, oh God, the exterior character. Because it's too hard to keep like 30 characters in one storyline.
No, come on.
But I keep wanting to add more. Like now I want to add like just because I don't do the horoscope stuff. Sorry if you do that, but I wanted to add a character that just like only abides by horoscopes and like that kind of thing, which I think could be a vibe. Probably could get canceled by it, but just like
no, I don't think they have the
power. I hope,
because like one of them the Geminis would want to cancel you, but none of the other horoscopes would want to be on the same side as the Geminis. So they just would be like, no,
they just devolve into infighting based on like, but I was born now. Like I just said, okay.
They would start they would start the movement, and then one of them would look out the window and be like, yeah, but like Mercury's not in retrograde, so I'm not really.
That means I have no idea.
Neither do they.
It's Dad's real quiet on this. I'm sorry.
Right. I don't know what to add. I'm just like, no. Well, like being gay, you're kind of expected to be like a professional horoscope reader. So every time I'm around straight women, they're like, oh, "Are you a Virgo?" And they'll just go off, and I'm like, I don't know how to react.
I don't know what that means.
But you're gay, and you're like, sorry, I don't know.
All Virgos are gay.
Right? Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. They always like don't guess correctly that I'm a Sagittarius. So
isn't that the best though? You're like, guess my sign.
Yes.
This one, you're like, no. This one, it's like the 10th one. You're like,
you had 12 options, and I was 10th. Like,
the only time someone's guessed it correctly was a random old lady came at a comedy show, grabbed my hand, and was like, "You're a Sagittarius," and I was like,
"You're a witch."
Yes, I need this hand back. Goodbye.
Get on your broom. Get the fuck out.
You're right.
I love it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, nobody ever guesses mine either. I'm just
you're clearly a Scorpio.
Oh, no.
I don't even know what.
I don't even know him, to be honest. Like I don't know him well enough to even guess.
I know like 5. I'm a Cancer, but apparently they like cry a lot.
To society or
right? Yeah, that's all. That's the rest of us, Ben.
Right. Sorry, that's the 3 other people on the podcast.
Also, I love that they say Cancer. They just cry a lot. What? Why? Like, why is that? Who knows?
I don't know. Anyway, so I think I could go. I think I could do stuff with that. So
okay. Yeah.
I could definitely see you doing stuff with that.
There's a wealth of opportunity in that one.
Right.
A wealth or a well, a deep pool.
A deep pool.
A void.
Yes, an Olympic swimming pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Samsara, whichever one.
With urine.
So part of the territory of being big on TikTok is that I imagine you fall into this as well. People tell you to do stuff on your, like in the comments, they're like, you do this.
Yes.
Has anyone ever told you to do like a character or a voice that you just refuse to do?
Yes, all the time.
Like, I assume that's most of them.
Add a Chinese character, add an Indian. I'm like, I would love to be inclusive, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I could hire, but like they tell me to do it. They're just
you should add a Chinese character, but nobody knows that they're Chinese until it just comes up one episode. Yes. It's just like a perfectly normal person, and then it comes up, and you're like, no, actually, my parents are from China. And
I'm I'm from Africa, so there's that guy. You know,
You're
you just do-
That's not a, yeah, there you go.
you can just play me, Chris. You can just
Yeah.
play.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. It's like I think they want to get me canceled. They just want to see how dumb I am.
Don't you feel that sometimes where it's just like people are yes, right, where people are like, do this, I'd rather die. I had someone tell me to make fun of the Paralympics because I just made fun of like the Olympics recently, and they were like, "Man, keep the same energy for the Paralympics," and I was like, "No, I will not be doing." Yeah, right.
We're not doing that.
Thank you, but I'm gonna pass hard
It's
on that one.
perfectly okay to make fun of the most athletic people to ever walk the planet. It's not okay to make fun of the mentally disabled and physically disabled that are trying a lot harder than everyone else.
Yeah.
Right? Well, no, I mean, like I studied Spanish for like 6 years or whatever. Like I haven't spoken much anymore, but like, so I added some Spanish into my skit, and I almost got canceled for that. And I was like, I'm speaking Spanish. I learned the language, and but they're like, this is cultural appropriation. I'm like, how?
This is just a language.
Yeah, it was just I wasn't even doing an accent. It was just the language. I'm like, I speak Russian in my skits. How is that? I don't know.
Can you imagine, like, to the point where, because we all have those crazy people in our comments that are just like, it was racist that you learned another language. It's like, that was the least racist thing. Like,
I respected the culture to learn their language.
Yeah, I cared. I wanted to communicate with people. Like,
right.
As someone who deals with stuff like this regularly,
you mean every video?
Every video, I laugh at them.
Yeah.
So what I do is I explain myself one time, and then I just laugh or I make fun of the people that continue the thing.
Yeah.
Because
and
I'm like, this has no
of people are on your side.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So that's what matters.
I'm like, this has no legs. You just don't understand punchlines.
Yeah. Exactly. I know.
Funny.
Yeah, a lot of soft people out there.
We hate those
A lot of
soft
squishmallows.
Well, and I got a question. Do you get people where they think that everything you're doing is real? Even though you made it very clear that, like, this is all character work and things like that. I'm sure. Okay. I would assume, which is crazy to me because yours seems so very scriptedly like sketch comedy.
It's alcoholic mother.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which character do people assume you are the most? Is there one?
From what I've heard, a lot of people think I'm like Janet, which I'm like, that's who I fear of becoming. So.
In the Fight Club universe, there's Janet, the person you fear you become, and then Tyler Durden, aka Katrina.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Exactly.
The person she wants to become. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say probably that one. But yeah, it's weird. Like sometimes, like, you know, people develop parasocial relationships and that kind of thing, and you meet people in person, and then they'll talk to me like I've been talked to like I am one of the characters before. And I'm like, do you know that I'm not that person, but that I'm a different person? Yeah, it's really interesting. Or you'll just get somebody that's like, do a voice. Just like,
Like, I just say no to those people.
Oh my gosh. I'm too much of a people pleaser.
Talk to me like I'm.
Oh no, I do, Ryan. I do.
Thank you. Yes, I'm trying. Thank goodness you've got such a good drop in line for that. To just be like, okay, I can do that.
Exactly. Like I saw it.
Oh my gosh. That's also, I don't know why, but when you say saw, dude, it just makes me think of DJ Khaled, father of Assad. Like, I don't know why I can hear, like, I hear that in my head.
Yeah.
Dan, you kind of do characters a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I guess. Yes. Yeah.
The House of Vibes, do people like ever ask you to do like in real life?
So this is a weird personal story, but one time
You don't have to tell it.
it's not crazy personal.
Okay.
One time I went on a date with a guy, and his whole purpose with going on the date with me was that he wanted me to say not a vibe, and I refused the entire date. And then at the end of the date, he was like, we're in the car, he's dropping me off, and he's like, can you please just say not a vibe? Please just say not a vibe. And I was like, I need to get off dating apps because this is the most uncomfortable situation I have ever been in.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that was the moment I deleted Tinder. And that was the moment I realized I was like, maybe I'm too like, I can't just be like dating anybody.
Because you don't know who's like who knows you and who doesn't.
Exactly. So it was just very there's been like a lot of like weird stuff like that, but now I'm just irrelevant now. So I'm like, okay, not a vibe.
Dan, you're not irrelevant.
Right. In fact, you're still a vibe.
I just
you're not irrelevant to me.
No.
Oh, you're so cute. Wow. You're such a vibe.
I love that now you're just saying it because you can.
To hear you say that.
That's it. She's out. Chris Calvert, she wanted
3 hot pockets and a vibe, and
Chris pulls off a mask. It's that guy. Just
He's been playing a long game this whole time.
It was a ploy.
Oh man. Okay.
Love it.
Well, I think with that, no better time than the present to do a character impression challenge.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So if you guys don't know what's about to happen, Chris is going to give us a character she does with a catchphrase of theirs, and then we have to try to mimic that voice, do an impression of the character.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do well. There's a few I don't think I'm gonna be able to do, but I think I could do most of them.
I do like Shaggy and Kronk, so this is going to be way off the kilter of like my normal characters.
I know all of you could do Chad because that's just
right.
That's just.
I live in California. We're good. Like we're just all dumb white guys. Like we could do this. Like
right? Exactly. That's all he is.
Right. We can do Chad. Yeah.
All right, Chris, take us away.
All right, we'll start with the unofficial favorite, which is Riley, and I'll just make you say her catchphrase, which is "Ote." I'm assuming you want me to say it
first. We got to hear you say it first.
Okay. Good luck.
We'll start with the good.
Okay.
At the beginning.
Honestly, I was trying to figure out where my throat to put the voice, and so that's why that came with that. Yeah.
I know, you're fine. I know exactly what you're doing because I do it too.
Yeah. All right, and the Dan.
The Dan.
Hottie.
Oh no!
That sounded like it should be on a certain website.
Grinder.
Right. That could be on multiple websites. Yeah, that's Ben.
So I know I won't be able to get the pitch, but I could probably get the every. So this is gonna sound like Riley's brother.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, dang. Oh, shoot. What
It was to me all the time.
I just love that Riley's brother's going through puberty.
Like, that was good.
It just like it caught in my throat. I was trying
Ben
to do
just hit puberty on the podcast.
Right, exactly.
Guys, I'm 14 now.
Yeah, he's 5'6", now 5'7", now 5'8". Oh my God, she's growing. Like that's all it took was Riley.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay.
My cheeks
yeah.
Brings me so much joy.
I'll do Katrina next, maybe. What do I say?
Yeah.
All right. I will hit you over head with bottle.
All right, I will hit you over head with bottle.
I don't know how to do Russian for anything.
Hey, right, that's gonna make it so much better.
Let me prep. Hold up. Okay. Say it again. One more time.
I will hit you over head with bottle.
I will hit you over head with bottle.
That's pretty good.
Yours was definitely more femme than mine was. I don't know why mine was like mine was Chad mixed with Russian. That was not good.
You were the Russian Chad.
They will hit you over head with bottle. Yeah. But it makes it sound like The Offer. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I will hit you over head with bottle.
Yeah. There you go.
I can't do the ladies' voices.
Bottle.
Yeah. We're all just getting bottle. The rest of the podcast is bottle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have 30 characters. I can't even think of who to do.
Right.
How many more do I have to do?
I was just gonna say, do like your main, like Janet. She's main character.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Riley, go get the door. I'm drinking some wine. I don't know.
She's got kind of like a little Boston to her. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh my
she's-
god.
That's so far from Boston, right?
I don't know. It's Boston in my head, and I'm going to Boston in 2 days, so they're gonna be mad when I.
That was like a Long Island.
Hey, Long Island. Okay, well, I'm thinking about like Boston Harbor. Yeah, I guess that's Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, because I'm going to Boston soon. But I guess Long Island. Oh my gosh, Riley, go get the dog. Okay, and get mommy a bottle of wine. Okay, I don't know what's.
She doesn't talk like this. She doesn't talk like this. That's more like Nona. Nona talks like that.
Nona talks like that. Oh,
Nona talks like this. She talks like that all the time. And she goes and gets regular colonoscopies all the time.
I can hear our
Boy,
Northeast
she's going to
listener
tanning
base just logging out at the sound of that voice, Ryan.
right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't do accents as much anymore. I used to do them all the time, but that I just and it started
Yeah, it's
becoming
a
depression.
repetition thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the
Dan.
phrase? Riley, go get the door. I'm drinking and wine.
No, now I'm making you do Nona because that's more entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do her famous
All right.
catchphrase, which I don't know how this happened, but I got a colonoscopy today.
I love that so much.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, I love it.
I like that that's become her catchphrase. It's
It
like-
has.
People are like, yes, queen, say it again.
Yes.
That's-
Get them
People
make
colonoscopies.
me all the time. It's because I said it once in a skit.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
The good? Let's
And I
hear
just
your
want to hear
Nona.
you guys say it.
For some reason in my head it's like Duel and I got a colonoscopy today. Oh my god.
Deeper register and you're there.
Right, deeper Duel. I love that I gotta go deeper. That's my problem. Duel and I got a colonoscopy today. Oh my gosh.
You become
sound
the
like
teacher from Bob's Burgers.
Right?
Literally.
I sound like my Aunt Zella is what I sound like straight up like, oh my gosh, Duel, so happy to see you. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you're
so
schwitzing.
Nona to me sounded like a drag queen like a New England
Yes.
Jewish mother. That's what I heard.
That's exactly what she is.
You've described my Aunt Zella. Thank you. That was a perfect description.
All right, Dan. Let's hear
I
it.
don't know how to do this accent. Okay, one more time. Let me hear it.
I got a colonoscopy today.
Hold on.
I love it so much.
This is a hard one for me. I got.
As deep as possible, guys.
Okay.
Deep down.
Okay. I gotta.
Don't forget that you're
I'm
gay.
I feel like I'm gonna sound more like Prince than anything. Like I'm
It's
gonna be like,
getting higher. What is happening?
Just go like,
I got
Yeah.
a colonoscopy today.
Yeah. Thanks, 1920 Chicago mob boss. Tell me more. Oh my gosh.
that was so glad I chose that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, Ben, take it over.
Take us away.
I'm not laughing.
Oh,
Okay.
The actor.
Actor, of course.
I got a colonoscopy today. I can't do the high
You
voice.
sounded like Ernie, my grandpa character. He's like,
I can try to raise the
going on?
voice. I don't know. I got a colonoscopy today. I can't get the high voices. I can't get the ladylike voices at all.
that's not ladylike at all. You know what's funny? I actually have an acting gig later today, and I did Nona's voice for that. And you're like, no, you sound too much like a man. We need you to bring up the register. So it's actually
That's so funny.
I can't go higher with it. I'm just stuck down here.
yeah.
Oh,
Fair
jealous.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Versus me, I
feel
Good
ashamed
night.
because I feel like Linda Belcher would be very sad with what.
Oh my gosh, Linda
Bobby.
Bobby. Oh my
Bobby.
god.
Oh my God, Bobby.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
You have a couple country characters, right?
you cut that off at the worst time ever, by the way.
What?
You stopped
yeah.
the word country
You
at
didn't
the
say
worst
RY
time.
at the
You
end
just
of
went
that.
full bar none. Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But you got country characters. Tell me about them.
I got Carol. She's like, hi, my name's Carol, and I love sweet tea.
Oh, that's so
love
perfect. My Midwestern
Southern
heart is
Belle.
just like, there it is. There's home.
There you go.
Yeah.
The good. Let's hear you try that one.
Oh, darling, you're trying to get some sweet tea. That's going to be an easy one. I'll tell you what. Well, it also depends.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It depends. If you want country, country's got a little kick to it. We got a little my Missouri was always a little country, but Southern's got that nice Southern drawl.
Carol's more of a Southern belle kind of.
Southern belle.
She's more Southern belle.
It's so lovely.
Let's hear your Southern belle.
My name's Carol. I have a lot of sweet tea, and I'm feeling a little bit low. There's a lot of things that I need to do in my day to make me feel good, baby.
Dan, you sounded, when you said Carol, you sounded like Jim Brewer, and it threw me off so much in stand-up. I was like, what? Oh.
That was perfect.
That's what I practice. So
The register was perfect.
That was lovely.
The Southern belle.
Yeah. Ben, it's your turn.
Hi, my name's Carol, and I just love me.
Tay.
Hey.
Hi.
You want to come on down the rodeo? I'll be there. I don't know.
I love it. That's where Southern Belles hang out. The rodeo. Yes.
Oh, they got Southern Belles at the rodeo. She's Miss Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, and she'll be down at the rodeo because they're doing the crown in there. So.
Mississippi.
Miss Alissippi.
Mississippi.
Alissippi, Missouri.
Oh my God.
Awesome. Awesome.
Great.
Well, that was fun. I enjoyed doing that.
That brought me so much joy. My heart is full. That's all it takes.
So we asked this of everybody we have on, and whether or not you can give us indulge us in more detail is totally up to you and your managers and your agents. But do you have anything coming up that you're excited about, that you want people to know about, that you want to just be out there? And this is airing on the 28th, so you have 10 days.
Yeah, I have VidCon coming up, but that's end of October. What dates are
October
24th through something?
Yes.
Through 28th,
yes.
I want to say. Yeah. I keep asking that question too, where it's just like, when is it? Everyone knows late October, but no one knows when it is. That's it.
I know. It's that weekend in the 20s somewhere there. I don't know. But yeah, I have that coming up. And I'm actually coming out with a podcast, but it's not till the end of September.
Nice.
Okay. What's the info on that? What's it called?
None.
No? Okay. None.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah, right.
Not because there's an NDA, just because I have no idea.
That's fair. That's super fair.
I'm the biggest procrastinator ever. It's really bad.
But I'm sure it helps with that. I get that, where it's just well, now I've got pressure, time to go.
Yeah, I do so much better. I'm just I have no choice.
Yeah,
so
I can't do anything. I can't do anything a week ahead of time. I have to do it in the moment.
Never.
Yeah.
Ben knows. Ben texts me. He knows what I do.
No, I'm the only reason
can you get this done? And then I'm like,
he's not wrong.
So I weep for my podcast, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll have a producer or something take care of it.
Get an editor.
I'll just show up.
Okay, and before we let you go, where can people find you outside of this podcast?
Yeah, I am KallmeKris on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch, and then I'm KallmeKris_4 on Instagram, because the KallmeKris on Instagram won't give me the name.
Oh my gosh, that's devastating.
That's with 2 Ks, right? Call with a K and then Chris with a K.
You got it.
Okay, so we'll post all that in the thing. But this was fun. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here,
We
Chris.
love you.
We'll
You're
see you
amazing.
soon. We'll probably see you at VidCon. So yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Sweet. Awesome. Bye.
Bye.
Well, she was fun.
I
so
love
fun.
Chris. She's so sweet. She's only stabbed me in Among Us a couple times, and that's nice.
I did way worse at those accents than I thought I would. But at least I'm not Dan, I guess. That's
No, literally after we finished recording, I went into my dad's room and he was like, "That was horrible."
Your dad was like, "I have no idea what
He
that
heard
was
me and was
supposed
just
to be,
laughing.
but I
He was
know
just
it
like-
was wrong."
So funny. So yeah,
That's amazing.
But I'm glad I tried. I'm glad Chris took me out of my comfort
I'm
zone.
really I'm really proud of
It's
you.
a real
Yeah.
growth moment for me.
Took you out of your comfort zone and put us in our misery, so that was fun.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, we'll jump into our last segment here in the podcast, audience submission.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Dan, you want to kick us off?
Yes, Brianna R. said, in honor of me graduating this year, congratulations. I was wondering if any of you had fun stories from school you would be willing to share. Ben, your military stories always remind me of when I spent 2 years in NJROTC, which was the dumb decision I made at 14 when I wanted to enlist. Now, after doing that, there is no way I will ever enlist. You all are very funny. Thank you, Brianna.
I think this probably goes into a story time. You know,
fun stories from school.
Because I have one where I fell asleep on a roof in Michigan.
What?
Okay,
that was a college story, obviously.
Yeah, I could probably do it. I've got a couple school stories for sure.
I definitely have school stories.
Oh yeah.
I went to BYU, guys. We partied.
We went hard.
I went to a school with a 6-to-1 guy-to-girl ratio. We did not party. We were all just on the lookout.
Yeah, Brianna, I say we take that for story time because that's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Story time.
Story time.
And the living's easy.
All right,
Okay,
CRT. We got it from Ben.
CRT from me, for me, from
you.
CRT, that I will be reading out loud. Sierra T says, hey guys, thanks for answering my question about family legends. My new question is, if you could cast the other guys in a play/movie/TV show/musical that does or does not yet exist, what would it be? I'd cast Ryan as Sandy in a gender-bent production of Grease, or as Apollo in the future Percy Jackson TV show. Ben as Hades in a live-action Hercules, or as the son of Boyd Cowder in a spin-off of the TV show Justified. And Dan as King George in Hamilton, or as a Watcher in a spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, though I dislike Joss Whedon as a person.
Same.
Thanks for the giggles, stories, history, and LGBTQs for the straights, all the love, and vaccine boosters, LOL.
Yay!
I love that whole thing. I love that so much.
I love the costume.
I don't know who Boyd Cowder is or what Justified is.
It's the first album made by Justin Timberlake. Jeez.
It probably is. I don't know.
It is. It genuinely is. But okay, you guys aren't Justin Timberlake fans. I am not really, but yeah, I know that fact. So
Okay, sorry, you and Justin. All I know is that one of the members of the band had a food truck in Orlando that sold hot dogs, and it was called Fat Ones. It was Joey Fat Ones.
Ooh,
Joey.
That sounds like that's
Joey
got good
Fatone.
food.
Okay, so you mean the band NSYNC and not the band Justin Timberlake? Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, is there a band Justin Timberlake?
No,
No.
I mean technically, I guess he's a solo act now. So
He's a
yes.
solo act. I don't know.
He's an artist. He's a solo artist.
He's an artiste. Yes.
Why did me and Dan go in immediately in the same direction?
I honestly don't know how to answer this question for you guys.
Oh, this is an easy one for me. I'd cast Dan in the Book of Mormon just to laugh the entire time, the whole way through.
Absolutely, fully love that. I want to be in the Book of Mormon. If they make a movie, I'm going to try my very best.
You would
That's all I
crush.
want.
It would be the delivery, the cadence, the beauty.
I
just
the
need
Dan.
I would cast Dan in anything James Corden has done. I would just recast.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my God.
Another dream of mine to take all of his gay roles from him.
Right.
That's my entire
Dan
goal.
stole all the gay roles. They're all back to the gays now.
You want a gay
you know
British
what?
guy who's actually gay? Me. You know?
Ryan, I think you would be a good elf in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I like that a lot, actually. You.
I heard elf and I was like, where is this going?
Well, it's either
And then you
you're
said
either
elf in
playing an
Lord of the
elf
Rings, and I was
because
like,
you're
okay.
because you're
Because
tall,
I'm
and wiry,
slender, and white. Yeah.
or you're Hobbit because of the actual attitude that you have.
I'm just a super awkward elf.
So jolly.
You're like
So jolly.
you're a really early. You're Bilbo Baggins from the beginning of the book The Hobbit. Because you're like,
Okay.
yeah, I'll invite you in. I have no idea why you're here. Please eat my food. Wait, we're going somewhere? No, I'm fine. And then you overslept, and then you panicked, and then you joined them anyway. Because you didn't want them to be mad at you.
He had FOMO. He was like, I need to do this.
Big FOMO. Oh man, that really would be it.
Yeah, you were early days Bilbo Baggins.
Ben, you'd be Sam Rockwell in Seven Psychopaths to me. Like, just, I don't know if you've seen the movie.
I don't know.
But it's essentially like a dark comedy, and essentially like he just does exactly what it's Florida. It's Florida. Like you would play Florida. And so it's just like,
I've been doing that, yeah.
Yeah, an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, and then he moves the object. That's you. So like that's a very good thing. That's a very
No,
good
I like
thing.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I also just have a deep-seated love for physics.
I love just out of nowhere. I also love physics.
Look, man, I would not want to move the immovable object because I was like, physics doesn't allow this. But then I would do it out of spite.
Yeah.
I would cast Ryan as Roxy Hart in Chicago, a remake of the movie.
I've never seen Chicago.
Ben would play Velma Kelly, the bad.
Which one do I kill?
You're Catherine Zeta-Jones. So Ryan's Renee
That's all I care
Zellweger.
about.
You're Catherine
I'm Renee
Zeta-Jones.
Zellweger. Okay.
And then
all right.
I would play Queen Latifah's Martin Mama Morton, who's the county. What is she? She's like the matron of the county jail, and she has this thing called the song that's just fantastic. And you guys need to watch Chicago.
You're like the third person to tell me I need to watch Chicago.
You
All I
need
know
to
is
watch Chicago.
I just know the jail dance or the jail song or whatever
Pop,
they do.
six squish.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Fantastic.
That's why I asked.
And that's
which
the
one
other
I
reason.
killed.
I think it'd be
Which
hilarious
one-
to watch you guys perform all the weird songs. Like,
just
all
love
I'm
the-
picturing is Ryan being like, Roxy.
I love that Dan just wanted to see me in a weird musical, and you know what? I fully support it.
I think you'd be pretty. I think Ryan would be pretty damn good in Book of Mormon too. I just want to say that.
Oh yeah.
As well, I do want to say I think he would be good. I also
Look,
think
I got the look for Book of Mormon.
I think you could also Ben could also play the French guy in The Boys pretty well too. I haven't heard you do a French accent, but you'd play what's his name? I don't know.
Well,
what the
I can
character's name
do
is.
I can do the Cajun accent.
Which is
And
works.
it started out like when I was first doing it, I was practicing I was doing Creole instead, and it's much more Cajun. I don't know how I can just jump into I guess I can jump into the French accent.
Yes.
But I did not
Like I
think
said-
that I would be able to do the French accent. That simple.
You'd play any
Well,
good
apparently-
sarcastic character that wants to kill a superhero.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have seen The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, the
He
Boys.
doesn't have that he doesn't. The accent's not that thick. But
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like got
it's-
like
it's
a
a
weird,
lower-
nice in between. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that'd be cool. I could do that.
Do it. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Am I moving on to the
Let
next
me
one?
let me just text Beth. She wrote on the show, so.
Do it actually though.
She really?
Do it though.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure she helped write at least a few episodes.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Well, she is super cool. So.
She is super cool. We love Beth Stelly.
She's fantastic.
right,
Kennedy
Dan, you have the
K
next
said,
one?
"Hi, I have been sorry, far distance. Hi, I have been a fan for some time and wanted to say hi. What is one song that you play on repeat?
Way Less Sad by AJR.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I play a lot of AJR. Boys, anyone else?
I have answers.
I have a few. One major one that I do is sorry guys, hold on.
You're fine. Say hello for me.
My mom just came home, so hold on. Let me just
Hi.
mute this.
Hi, Mom.
Say,
Hi, Mom.
You have to come
Dan
into
Bam.
view, Mom. You have to.
God, I am gonna get.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
hello.
wonderful. Hello.
She can't hear us, can she? Oh, what a sweet lady.
Oh, I love her immediately.
Good.
They said they love
I like
you
her
immediately.
bag.
They said they like your bag too.
Oh, yes, my Disney bag. I'm a grandma,
Yeah.
and that counts.
Ooh, absolutely.
We
There we
love
go.
Sorry
it.
to shoot my...
You know what?
It's all right.
Hey, if your mom ever needs to get into Disney, know that that's an offer.
I mean, she'll probably really want to take you up on that offer.
right?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, ask her. Are you apologizing for your mother right now?
Oh my gosh.
No,
my
my mom
goodness.
needs no apologies. She's amazing by herself. Let me just close this door real fast. Okay. Okay. So where were we?
A song that we play on
Okay.
repeat.
What is one song that we play on repeat? I apologize. There you go.
I have a few. And you guys know who it's by.
Is it by Lawrence?
Yeah.
Gracie Lawrence. I remembered her name this time. That's
Yes,
because
you did.
we're this much closer to getting Ben True Love.
This sounds cheesy, but I actually do play Family Affair by Mary J. Blige a lot. That's where the line for the House of Vibes, don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery.
Oh,
That's
I
where
love
the
that.
line came from. You brought hateration and holleration into the dancery.
Into the dancery. It so brings me such joy.
So there's that. The one that I've been listening to on repeat more recently is the Go Team, and it's what is it called? Hold on, let me find it. The Power is On, and Huddle Formation by the Go Team.
Okay. So I listened to on repeat. I got Casualty by Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Cara Lee by Ripe. That's my
Ripe
favorite
is
one.
so
from them.
good.
We love them.
Right? And then I have Keep On Keepin' On is by Colony House. And that's my I'm feeling down and I need the motivation song.
Mm-hmm.
Keep On Keepin' On by Colony House. I have a bunch. I don't listen to like it's a very wide variety of stuff. So I just listen like here's a couple songs that I'm really in love with right now. But yeah, right now it's
I go from
Casualty
album
by
per
Lawrence.
week. Like I go into like a different album every single week and say like this is the
feel
one
that.
I'm gonna repeat on. You know.
Yeah.
There's a second question though. What is one sound that makes you mad? Or you don't like? To
I hate the sound of knives on plates. I hate it. It just drives me. It makes my teeth feel bad. I don't know how to describe that any differently. I just don't like it.
Ice cracking for me. If there's like dry, you know, when you like crack ice in a tray, that can literally like make me go crazy.
You know what does make me mad? That's not a sound, but it's kind of a sound. Is the sound of people in the back of an airplane getting up and going to the front when a plane is landed. Stop.
I did that once because I was genuinely in a rush, and this lady, like, I was like, okay, I need to go, and so I was trying to get past this lady, and she just like randomly turned to me on the like tube and was like, "Can you back away, sir?" And I was like, I need to get past you because I have to leave like right now.
See, if it's a connecting flight,
Yeah.
I understand that. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
But when you just get up and you're just like, well, I was in the back, but out. No, you go by row. That's how it works. And especially most people like now that are traveling aren't professional travelers because there used to be a whole bunch of business travelers, and so people could kind of put it together. But now it's just a whole bunch of idiots. Oh,
Yeah.
All this reminds me of is that
yeah.
like weird tweet that went viral a few years back that was like, Tom Holland looks like one of those whiteys that claps when the plane lands. That's all I think.
My favorite one that I saw recently is Tom Holland looks like if Eminem's softer brother was named Skittles. Just a little one.
That's a good one. That is
Sound
a good
that I hate chewing. If you're chewing with your mouth open and I can hear you smacking, I don't have full misophonia, but I just don't like it. And then I hate ASMR.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate ASMR.
That's really
I think it can be funny if it's like done weirdly, but I just don't like how I don't like when people are like, "I'm here now."
Please stop.
I'm
here. Please stop doing that.
Right?
Why
It's
did
very weird.
It even got me, and normally it doesn't. But like,
Yucky.
And then a
God.
sound that makes my hair stand on end, and like I perk up when I hear it every time. It's like a low what?
there's a really dark joke where it was like the hair that makes me stand up when I just hear the sound is like the screams of his victims. Like I don't know why that was my first thought.
No, I don't react to that anymore. But I will start like all of my perceptions will just double. Like I will see clearer, I will hear farther, I will smell more if I hear like a very low and slow growl. If it sounds like an alligator, my senses will tingle. Huh? No,
Like
Jesse does like a much more of a lion. You'll have to Google it. When I was so Disney has like a mini golf course that you can go to. Disney World does, and it's like the Winter Summerland course. So I believe on the summer side there's a hole where Santa Claus is sleeping like on a beach, and they have just a track of him snoring, but it does not sound like snoring. It legitimately sounds like an alligator defending its nest. Like warning you to back away. So when I got to that hole and I heard it, I picked up the club like I was about to like defend myself, and my friend was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "That is a noise of we're about to die."
And you don't want to be
I just want to see. I just want to see you fight an alligator. That's all I really want to see.
I mean, I've done it before. I'll do it again, but like not if they're defending a nest. If they're like, "These are my children," no, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah. Wild.
All right, moving on to our next question. From Tina A, just a little Florida, Alabama joke for Ben. You know the reason Florida doesn't fall off the map? Because Alabama sucks. Love your podcast and really hope you guys come to Lower Alabama, Pensacola, Florida soon. I love that. That was funny. By the way,
I was just doing shows in Florida, and whenever I told people that I moved out to LA, a lot of them were just like, "Lower Alabama? Why would you go
to Lower Alabama?"
Yeah,
I actually do want to go
to. It's gross. Don't go to Lower Alabama.
I want to go to what's it called? Why does everybody have stories about Dothan, Alabama? Every comic has stories about Dothan or Dothan. Dothan.
Dothan. Dothan.
Yeah. Every comic's got stories about it, so I want to go particularly there.
Dothan sounds like an annoying white boy.
Like I'm going to.
Dothan keeps coming around.
We gotta get rid of Dothan. But yeah, that's that one.
Sadie said, "What Marvel movie are you most excited for?" I'm assuming they're talking about the upcoming ones.
Oh, definitely the Spider-Man one. Just to see,
the trailer was released yesterday. It does look pretty fantastic, and I am pretty excited for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to come back.
I can't wait for Andrew Garfield to be back in it.
With that being said, Spider-Man, absolutely.
And Alfred Molina is back as Doc Ock, and that's the huge
And Willem
win.
Dafoe, we think, is the Green Goblin.
Dude, no, he's definitely... Well, we don't know if he is the... well, no, we do, right? It's confirmed that Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is coming back. So
the Green Goblin is, but we don't know if it's Willem. I think it is Willem Dafoe.
And assumedly it's not the James Franco version.
You could hear his laugh in the trailer.
Please let
Dude, Willem Dafoe is... I love Willem Dafoe.
He needs to be in it.
He's so good.
I'm so ready for it.
I'm excited.
I also am excited for Shang-Chi just because I've seen some reviews and people say
I've actually seen it.
So far.
I've already seen it.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I went to the world premiere. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to have to go check that out.
Worth going to see at least once for the fight scenes, but there is definitely a point where it becomes a CGI mess. And you're just like, Also, here's the thing, like... He was so cool before. I don't know. Before it got like CGI and like Marvel-y, like it was just cool. There is an opening fight scene that is worth going and seeing the whole movie for. It's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready.
I'll go.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ryan.
Oh. No, definitely Spider-Man right now, just because.
No, I was saying you have the next question.
Oh, I do have that.
Yeah.
Jessica F. Hey guys, usually I only listen to true crime podcasts. I get it. But it's been pretty nice to have some comedy to break up the gloom and doom. I just finished episode 18 where Ryan talks about all the Carls. All the Carls in Germany. It finally gave me a question statement for Ryan now that I have one for each of you. Ryan, all the Carls in Germany are wild, but have you heard about the Carl here in the US of A? His name is Carl Pazram, and his life was absolutely insane. Yes, I do know of Carl's and I believe it's
Panzram.
Panzram. Yeah, was insane. He's got the last line of I could have hung 10 men by the time it's taken you to hang me. That's yeah. The dude was intense to say the least. He had quite a passion for killing people, and it gets real detailed. But you guys, I don't think our audience needs that right now. We'll not have that as a surprise.
Maybe not that one.
Yeah, and then Dan, as a gay former Mormon, except it says Morgan, and I love that a lot.
Former
How does it feel to
Morgan.
be a former Morgan? What is your opinion on the Book of Mormon on Broadway? Is it offensive? Is everything they sing in I Believe true about what Mormons believe?
I haven't listened to it recently, but I believe so. Yeah, they did their research They did some pretty in-depth research. I think it depends on who you ask about is it offensive or not. I don't think so. I think it's pretty accurate to also like the missionary experience, which is also funny. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, if you ask 100 different people if something is offensive, you will get 100 different answers. So,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And then Ben, can you explain the ranks of the military from bottom to top? It seems like everywhere I look, there's different information. Does it change by branch?
Okay, so no, I will not explain the ranks of the military from bottom to top. Yes, they do change from branch to branch. Some branches use the same, others don't. Police officers, I believe, use the same ranks as the Army. But then there's enlisted ranks and there's officer ranks. So you have everything from like an E1 private, E2 private, E3 PFC private first class, E4 specialist. That's what I was. E5. Then you start getting to your NCO ranks. E5 is sergeant. E6 is staff sergeant. E7 is sergeant first class. E8 is master sergeant. And then you have a bunch of lateral promotions at that point because you can go master sergeant plain. You can go command master sergeant. You can do there's three different. Everything is like E8, and then there's the E9, which is like the sergeant of the whole the sergeant at arms of the military, which was like that's a whole thing. And then you have officer ranks. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I could probably do those if I think about them long enough. But there's lieutenant, second lieutenant, captain, colonel. Lieutenant colonel. There's a major. I skipped majors. Major, lieutenant colonel, which we just call full bird because it's an eagle as the insignia. And then you get into your generals. Be my little general. So there's brigadier, master, lieutenant, and then general.
Wow. I'm not going to do it.
And those are the stars. So, I guess I just kind of ripped it off there. But so your brigadier general is your 1-star, your lieutenant general, your master general is your 2-star, your lieutenant general is your 3-star, and then there's a 4-star general. And in times of like world wars, we appoint a 5-star general who's in charge of multiple armies.
Gosh, that's wild. Man, can you imagine
But that's just
pressure?
the army. Yeah. So then you have different ranks for the different branches, and I don't even know those. I couldn't tell you about the Air Force or the Marines or the Navy or anything. And then Coast Guard, I think, does like Navy ranks, and the Marines, I think, also do Navy ranks.
Hey.
I think so. I know it's not Army, but then the police do Army ranks.
The Marines
So
are the
if
only
you
ones
see-
that have a commandant, though, which I think is always fascinating.
Yeah.
I just think that
And
that's
then
such a cool
the Navy
phrase.
has admirals.
Yeah.
Admirals.
And then you have the Space Force now too. You have spacemen. You legit have spacemen.
I love
think
it. I think it's fun.
amazing.
The Air Force they're all airmen.
Yep.
Airman.
And what are the Navy
so-
people?
It depends what they are, honestly.
Come on. I
know you wanted me to say seamen.
That's all I did. That's all I wanted. I just wanted it.
You have seamen, you have submariners, you have pilots. There's just all
It is
sorts.
across the board. I just needed the dumbest joke
You just wanted
ever.
me to say seamen. Yeah, I know. I know who you are. But I will not explain like the specifically what they do and stuff because that is just way too complicated.
That's 4 episodes of podcast.
Yeah, you'll just have to know which branch you want and whether you want enlisted or officer, and you should be able to pull up the ranks at that point.
Well,
Nice.
With that being said, our next question from Sabrina S. Hello, all. First, I wanted to say I love your podcast and let's do it on repeat at work all the time. Second, I wanted to tell Ben to make sure to bring a jacket to Mora's on the 28th. I live about an hour and a half southeast in South Dakota, and while you'll find me wearing flip-flops, shorts, and a t-shirt until there is snow on the ground, I'm not sure your Floridian ass is going to enjoy our nights. I won't. We have been cooling down to low 60s and 50s lately. Finally. That sounds awful. I hope you all enjoy your time in Minnesota. Wish I could go to your show, but I already have something going on that weekend. That's totally fine. You're not invited anyway.
I see how it is.
But
Everybody got spicy except me. I'm just like, it happens.
Which is full offense.
Yeah, no, I will definitely be bringing a jacket. I don't do cold well.
I should probably invest. Well, I'll just bring a sweater. I can handle 60s and 50s. So as it starts getting into the 40s, that gets real rough.
I went to school in Michigan. Come at me.
Real rough.
Except I don't
can't,
have any of my
bro.
outfits from that. I miss my. I need a pea coat and a scarf. I was very fancy. It was when Sherlock
Of
came out.
course you did.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was a lot. Yeah.
Don't you know he walks runway? Of course he wears the
Oh
pea
my gosh!
coat.
Of course.
Our last question of the day is actually an update
An
from
update.
Anonymous, who let us know that they are currently pregnant with their brother's now boyfriend's child.
So their baby daddy is their boyfriend's. Is now their ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend and current brother's boyfriend.
Possible brother-in-law at some point. You never know, which would make
yeah.
it just wild.
I
So
mean,
here
we'll
we go.
Brother squared-in-law.
Last week, I asked the question about the gay baby daddy, and y'all wanted the full story and update. So I guess I'll start with the full story. I met my best friend in kindergarten in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. I was great start.
Alabama does suck.
Yeah, I just love that Alabama's. I heard the ding, 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 ding where this was going. I was the kind of small town where you didn't get divorced and you were Southern Baptist whether you believed in God or not. I don't really remember how we became friends, just remember we were inseparable after a few weeks. In 6th grade, we found out about fandoms, and within a few weeks, he found out about cosplay. This is all making way more sense as we go along. We both quickly got into it, him more so than me, him being better at makeup than me, and we were curious. Hold on, I'm just saying, are we like, okay? Man, where was the question?
She says it.
And better at makeup than me should have been my first clue. Oh, there it is. Honestly, when we reached the 9th grade, I started developing a huge crush on him. Then in my 10th grade, he asked me to cosplay as Enid from The Walking Dead. It was, and he was going to play Carl. This was right after they started dating the show, and I majorly shipped them for a Comic-Con we were going to for my birthday. Ooh. It wasn't until we got to the con I realized it was a date. My own parents and my brother realized it was a date before I did. We were the weird, nerdy couple that everyone thought was going to last until about 6 months ago when he started acting weird. He would go back and forth between overly affectionate and not showing any affection at all. About 3 months ago, we decided we did the deed for the first time. Wait. What?
No.
About 3 months ago, we did the deed for the first time, and then he broke up with me at the most awkward time. It was right after we did it. Oh my gosh, we were cuddling in my bed, and he just randomly blurted out that he was gay and in love with my brother.
What a way to go.
It took me a... Wow.
That's the way I would do it. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that was terrible.
You know what? That just wasn't it for me. Oh my gosh.
I am literally horrified by that experience.
That does wonders for the self-esteem.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to take a quick moment for no reason whatsoever to tell you, Anonymous, you are loved and that we love you, and I just hope that you feel loved.
We love you. We care about you.
Thing to put in right now, for no reason whatsoever, because this sounds, I don't know, like a therapy talk. Like this is going to be something we talk about later in life as well. It took me a few days to get used to the fact, but we're back to being best friends again. About 2 weeks after that, I found out I was pregnant. I went to my OBGYN, and they told me I was about 6 weeks along.
What?
I haven't really gotten the full story from my best friend yet as to when he realized he was gay or in love with my brother, and now I'm pregnant with his baby. But my twin brother has definitely gotten it.
What?
Oh my God.
There are so many layers to this.
This movie is amazing. Oh my gosh. This is
This is
This
cinema.
is a
At this
Hallmark
point,
movie.
this is cinema.
Oh, this is
Baby,
not
you need to
Hallmark.
write a book. You need to write
This
a
is
book.
Hallmark.
Oh my God.
No, this is definitely
is what-
bigger than Hallmark.
This is way bigger than Hallmark. Okay, this is where
This is an
This is
HBO
Marvel.
special. This is Euphoria, baby.
okay, here we go. Which is where
This
the
is an
update is coming
HBO
from.
original.
I got home from work early, and the only two cars in the driveway were my brother's car and my best friend's car. Figured this was the best time to talk to him. I unlocked the front door, and I heard screaming. Nobody sounded mad, so I figured they were watching Netflix or playing video games. I was right about one thing, because they were
the
Netflix and
innocence.
chilling right on the living room couch when I opened the door. I screamed, they screamed, but my best
We
friend
all
was...
scream for ice cream.
Oh my gosh, but my
It
best
doesn't-
friend was
sorry, it
not
doesn't-
pulling out or covering up anything.
Oh my goodness.
I
Fight,
slammed...
flight, or freeze, bro. He froze.
It sounds like he didn't. It sounds like he kept. Freeze would have, you know. Anyway, I slammed the door shut and ran for the hallway to my left. I yelled, "I'm already a mom. I'm not ready to be an aunt too." For context, my brother is trans. There are so many layers right now.
Where does James Corden fit into
a
this?
movie? You are living a movie. Wow.
Where does James Corden fit into this?
He's actually all of the
Hollywood
characters.
would cast him
right.
as
This is
Hollywood
all-
would cast him as something. I don't know.
I've locked myself in my room, and I've used a bucket and a jump rope to have one of my other friends put taco casa and ice cream in it. I've been eating my feelings while watching the podcast and trying to cleanse my brain of that cursed image. My baby's dad nor my brother still has said anything about me being pregnant yet, but it's only been about 2 hours. You said this 2 hours after? Oh my gosh. I just want to let you know you're a hero to us. You are an absolute legend. Oh my gosh.
What? Baby,
don't
you're living
doubt-
through this in the present, and she sent it to us. I thought this was like a few
my
weeks back.
God.
This is like, this happened.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Oh my god. This is crazy to me. I don't doubt that he's going to take responsibility. I will admit being told my brother was going to be my baby's stepdad did not help me erasing at all though. Oh, image erasing. Oh my god.
I say
Okay.
we contact Netflix right now. We get in contact with Anonymous
So-
and we sell the story for, you know.
This is either the craziest thing that people have ever felt comfortable writing us about, or this is a Wattpad fanfic.
But there is a level of me that's like, can it be real? Like, I mean, it's so
Right?
It's
so
so
crazy.
detailed that I think it is. Like the level
But
of
that's how
detail.
Wattpad fanfics are, Dan.
Okay, I
Don't get me
understand
wrong,
that, but this
I
doesn't
believe
feel
it,
what.
but it
this
just
doesn't.
blows my mind.
I want to believe it because life is more fun this way.
Absolutely.
I will.
Life
believe
would
it.
be way more boring if this wasn't real.
Also, we're dealing with someone from Alabama. I don't think that this is that crazy for Alabama. Also, if you are from Alabama, submit more crazy stories to us because I want more of this stuff.
Alabamans,
I need
love
more
you
of
and I
this
need
tea. Okay.
Oh. Also, Anonymous, if we can get a follow-up for how they actually
Yeah.
take it, like, we'd love that. I regretted
the
the way
news,
I phrased
not the
it.
other
I
stuff.
phrased that so
Yeah.
poorly. Oh.
Yeah, what positions were they in? Tell me how were they? You know what? How were they? Was it like a pillow? I should stop.
Yeah, you should. You should really stop. This is crazy.
This is
Well,
amazing.
this has been a wild end to a fun episode. So if you've stuck with us this long, thank you so much. We hope to be giving you an update about this insanity soon, maybe next week or the week after that. But boy, oh boy, do we need a part 3.
We need a
that
part
being
3. We need.
said-
Are you kidding? I need a full Netflix series, like a mini drama. Oh my god!
A limited series that we can nominate for Emmys.
Thank you. Yes.
Well, that was the end of the podcast. It was very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us in that journey.
Thanks for
If you
being
want to
here.
find us outside of the podcast, Ryan, where can they find you?
You've passed Orion.com.
Great.
Dan.
Dan Bam Bam on all social media except for Snapchat.
Except for Snapchat, which is Dan
at
_ YOLO
Dan
Love.
_ YOLO Love.
I love it.
And then Ben.
You can find all of my links at benbrainard.com. It's spelled Brain A-R-D. If you can't figure that out, try using yours. You can also find all the podcast links and helpful information at gdfmpodcast.com. There's a full list of everywhere you can find the podcast. You can watch us on YouTube, listen to us on your favorite podcasting apps.
Go see us in Minnesota this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to email the podcast, you can reach us at podcast@gdfmpodcast.com. We're going to let you know right now, if your story is not insane, your best chance of us reading us live on the podcast is making your question quick. We love the quick ones because none of us can read too goodly.
I'm not a good
Me
reader.
particularly.
Dan just needs glasses.
That's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.